Introducing the AORUS Z590 Pro AX motherboard, which is the AORUS Z590 Pro AX comes with upgraded power solution, all PCIe 4.0 design, and outstanding connectivity to elevate your gaming experience to the next level. And this motherboard is ATX Form Factor with 30.5 cm by 24.4 cm. And this motherboard has a overview which are Intel Wi-Fi 6, 802.11ax, 2T, 2R, and BT5 with AORUS antenna, DisplayPort, rear USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C, Intel 2.5 GBA LAN, advanced thermal design, 4 M.2 connectors with thermal guards, AMPo audio, RGB Fusion 2.0, direct 12+1 phases digital power design with 90A smart power stage, solid pin power connectors, support 11th Gen Intel Core processors, dual channel DDR4, 4 DIMM slots with ultra durable memory armor, front USB 3.2 Type-C for connecting devices, ultra durable PCIe design, and Q-Flash onboard button. The advanced thermal design, which are fins array 2, direct touch, heat pipe 2, 7.5W M key layered thermal conductivity pad, 4 times enlarged M.2 thermal guard, and ×2 copper PCB. The 4 M.2 connectors with thermal guards, which is NVMe 4.0 and 3.0 by 4, and the AMPo audio, which are audio ALC 4080 audio noise guard, and high-end audio capacitor. The RGB Fusion 2.0, which are 2 addressable LED header and 2 RGB LED header. The direct 12+1 phases digital power design with 90A smart power stage, which are PCIe 4.0 ready-made loose PCB and 6 layers PCB. The solid pin power connectors, which are 24-pin ATX power connector and 8+4-pin CPU power connector. The ultra durable PCIe design, which is a running 1/16, and this motherboard has a extreme power design, which is to unleash the full potential of the latest Intel 11th Gen CPU. The motherboard requires the best CPU power design with the best quality components and gigabyte R&D design capability. Z590 AORUS Pro AX is a true best among motherboard, which is it has power design, VRM architecture, power efficiency, and transient response. The power design, which is it has a digital PWM, power stages, tantalum capacitor, and CPU power connector, which is it has a 90A smart power stage for each V-core phases, high current capacity MOSFET, tantalum polymer capacitors array, lower temperatures, and improved transient, which means is the Z590 AORUS Pro AX uses and pure digital CPU power design, which includes a digital PWM controller with smart power stages and is capable of providing 90A of power from each phase for a total of 1080A. This 100% digital controller, new tantalum polymer capacitors array, and additional 8+4 solid pin CPU power connectors offer incredible precision and stability in delivering power to the motherboard's most power-hungry and energy-sensitive components, allowing enthusiasts to get the absolute maximum overclocking performance from the 8-core 11th Gen Intel Core processors with VRM architecture and power efficiency. The transient response, which is to improve transient response, which means is by using brand new VRM design and tantalum polymer capacitor array, Z590 AORUS motherboard transient response and stability is highly improved under overclocking and heavy loading condition. And this motherboard has a unparalleled performance, which is the Gigabyte understands that customers won't stop chasing better computer performance and strive to deliver that in products. For the Z590 series, productive and optimized memory trays enhance the performance, faster read and write speed save time and improve efficiency, and generous M.2 storage with thermal guards ensures unthrottled read and write performance. Future upgrades to the Z590 are made possible by the use of PCIe 4.0 ready components, and it has a XMP 5000 Plus PCIe 4.0 hardware design and 3 PCIe 4.0 and 3.0 by 4 M.2. The XMP 5000 Plus, which is it can support for DDR4 XMP up to 5000 MHz and beyond, which means is the AORUS is offering a tested and proven platform that ensures proper compatibility with profiles up to 5000 MHz and beyond. All users need to do to attain this performance boost is to ensure that their memory module is XMP capable and that the XMP function is activated and enabled on their AORUS motherboard. And it has a shielded memory routing, which is all memory routing is under the PCB inner layer, shielded by a large ground layer to protect from external interference. And it has a single 32 gig support, which means is the maximum memory capacity on the Z590 motherboard 128 gig. After Intel updated the memory reference code, a single slot can support up to 32 gig. Therefore, with populated 2 per channel on both channel, total memory capacity is 128 gig, which was only available on high-end desktop platforms. For users who always run out of memory capacity, there is more bandwidth now for memory-intensive applications such as rendering and video editing. The PCIe 4.0 hardware design, which are 3 M.2 PCIe 4.0 slot, 1 PCIe 4.0 slot, and mid-loss PCB. The 3 M.2 PCIe 4.0 slot, which is a M.2 PCIe 4.0 by 4 slot, with lower impedance. The 1 PCIe 4.0 slot, which is a reinforced PCIe 4.0 by 16 or by 8 with lower impedance. The 3 PCIe 4.0 and 3.0 by 4 M.2, which is a triple 7GS Gen 4 M.2 PCIe SSDs in RAID 0, which means is the exclusive 3 PCIe 4.0 M.2 from CPU and second generation 7000 MBS SSD provides unparalleled read and write performance up to 20,987 and 1937.8 MBS. And this motherboard has a advanced thermal solution, which is unthrottled performance is guaranteed by the enhanced thermal solution that incorporates Fins Array 2, Direct Touch Heat Pipe 2, Thermal Guards 2. The comprehensive solution delivers excellent heat dissipation. The Z590 AORUS Pro AX stays cool on VRMs and M.2 SSD even on full loading, making it the most suitable for enthusiasts, overclockers, and professional gamers. Which is it has a Fins Array 2, Direct Touch 2, Thermal Guard 2, and Smart Fan 6. The Fins Array 2, which is uses brand new lowered stock fins technology, which is usually only used on industrial equipment that need compact heat exchangers. It has a special secondary fins structure that enhances heat transfer performance. And it has a circulation zone. It is because of pressure difference and flow separation, a circulation zone will be formed between lowered fins. The circulation will cause flow in train and eject in the vortice form, which improves thermal efficiency. the Direct Touch 2, which is a Direct Touch heat pipe 2, which means is with an extra large 8mm heat pipe and made from a new manufacturing process to narrow the gap between the heat pipe and heatsink. New Direct Touch heat pipe 2 greatly helps transfer heat on MOSFETs. The Thermal Guard 2, which is the AORUS M.2 Thermal Guard 2, which means is with durability in mind. Gigabyte provides a new thermal solution for large capacity M.2 SSD devices with double-side flash. The M.2 Thermal Guard 2 uses a double-sided heatsink design and prevents throttling and bottlenecks on high-speed M.2 SSDs by dissipating heat before it becomes an issue. The Smart Fan 6, which contains several unique cooling features that ensure gaming PC maintain its performance while staying cool and quiet. Multiple fan headers can support PWM and DC fan and pump, and users can easily define each fan curve based on different temperature sensors across the board via intuitive user interface. And it has a cooling features which are high current support, precision control, dual curve mode, and fan stop. The high current support, which is each fan header support PWM and DC fan and water cooling pump, and up to 24 watts 12 volts by 2A with overcurrent protection. The precision control, which is up to 7 temperature and fan speed control points for precise fan curve. The dual curve mode, which is a slope and steer dual mode for different user scenario. The fan stop, which is a fan can stop completely below user's specified temperature point. And it has a Smart Fan 6 BIOS UI, which are improved fan curve UI, slope and steer dual graph mode, manual input, easy tuning, and fan curve profile. The improved fan curve UI, which is increased control points from 5 to 7 and larger fan speed graph for precise and easier fan curve control. The slope and steer dual graph mode, which is a fan curve can be quickly switched with the slope and steer modes for different user scenario. Slope is traditional and intuitive linear fan speed curve with newly added steer non-linear mode. Fan keeps at the same speed between specified temperature interval. The manual input, which is for advanced users, provide fan speed manual input for more precise control. The easy tuning, which is a user can place for easy tuning points at raw temperature, fan speed, and Smart Fan 6 can quickly generate a fan curve. The fan curve profile, which is a fan curve profile, can be saved in BIOS RAM. Profile will be kept after updating BIOS. And it has a fan stop, which is to achieve fan silence with fan stop map any fan to stop completely when temperatures drop below a specified threshold, which fan stops based on readings from which sensor and at what temperature. All of it can be customized to your liking. And it has a noise detection, which is with the new noise detection function. You can monitor noise level of all devices, including fans, CPU colors, graphics card, etc. in real time. And you can determine how fast your fan speed needs to be. Bundled noise detection cable doesn't include any sound recording function. It simply detects sound pressure while protecting your privacy. And this motherboard has a next-gen connectivity, which is a high-end products needs to be future-proof so your system stays up-to-date with the latest technology. Z590 AORUS Pro AX provides all the next-generation network, storage, and Wi-Fi connectivity to keep you up to speed. And it has a Intel 2.5 GBA LAN, 802.11ax Wi-Fi 6, and Hi-Fi audio. The Intel 2.5 GBA LAN, which is a Intel 2.5 GBA LAN onboard, which is it has a times 2 faster than ever, which means is the adoption of 2.5G LAN provide up to 2.5 GBA network connectivity with at least 2 times faster transfer speeds compared to general 1 GBA networking. Perfectly designed for gamers with ultimate online gaming experience, and it can support multi-gig 10, 100, 1000, 2500 Mbps with RJ45 Ethernet. And it has a DTS X Ultra, is a recreates an authentic, accurate 3D audio experience for gaming over any headphones or speakers. Supports channel-based, scene-based on object-based audio. Provides out-of-the-box calibration for a range of headphones and speakers. Provides post-processing enhancements and device-level tuning for DTS codecs. And this motherboard has a definitive armor, which is the Z590 AORUS Pro AX features RGB Fusion 2.0 and offers users the option to control onboard external light strips and or AORUS devices with RGB and addressable RGB LEDs to make their PC more unique and stylish, which is it has a RGB Fusion and RGB software. The RGB Fusion, which is it has a multi-zone light show design, which means is now offering more LED customizations than ever. Users can truly adapt their PC to represent their lifestyle. With full RGB support and redesigned RGB Fusion 2.0 application, the user has complete control over the LEDs which surround the motherboard. The RGB software, which is with an integrated intuitive user interface, the RGB Fusion 2.0 provides you a better solution for customizing the lighting effects across all supported devices. For motherboards, graphics cards to the peripheral products, you can personalize your gaming rig with your own style and show off your build by sharing the profiles. In addition, the new gaming mode makes the lighting effects interactive with selected games to bring you the most immersive gaming experience. And this motherboard has a ultra durable, which is the Gigabyte is reputable for its product durability and high quality manufacturing process. Needless to say, use the best components can find for the Gigabyte motherboard and reinforce every slot to make each of them solid and durable, which is it has a PCIe armor times 4 memory armor, solid pin, and Q-Flash Plus. The PCIe armor, which is a ultra durable PCIe armor with industry leading ultra durable PCIe, which is the innovative one-piece stainless steel shielding design from Gigabyte, reinforces the PCIe connectors to provide the extra strength required to support heavy graphics card. The times 4 memory armor, which is a ultra durable memory armor, which is the armor exclusive one-piece stainless steel shielding design, prevents against PCB distortion, twisting, and plate bending, in addition to preventing any possible ESD interference. The solid pin, which is a solid pin power connectors, which is the AORUS motherboards, features solid plated ATX 24 pin and ATX 12 volts 8-pin plus 8-pin power connectors to offer a stable power supply during CPU overloading. And it has a solid pin power connector advantages, which are larger contact area for electricity, more metal quantity to sustain higher power and generate heat, and ultra durable and longer lifespan. The Q-Flash Plus, which is to update the BIOS easily without installing the CPU, memory, and graphics card, which means is with the Gigabyte Q Flash Plus, you don't need to install the CPU, memory, and graphics card, nor enter the BIOS menu to flash the BIOS. Just download and save a new BIOS file renamed to gigabyte.bin on the USB flash drive, then press the dedicated Q Flash Plus button and you're good to go. And this motherboard has a Gigabyte BIOS and App Center, which is a good software, goes hand in hand with perfect hardware. Gigabyte motherboard bundled several useful and intuitive software to help users to control every aspects of motherboard, which is it has a BIOS, App Center, Easy Tune, and System Information Viewer. The BIOS, which are new interface, my favorites, storage information, changelog, and intuitive load line curve. The new user interface, which is all new AC mode, shows important hardware information in one page, including CPU clock, memory, storage, and fan. The my favorites, which is add constantly used item into the favorite menu for quick access. The storage information, which is to show all kinds of storage information including SATA, PCIe, and M.2 interface. The changelog, which is to list all changes before saving and exiting BIOS. Quickly review overall settings modification. The intuitive load line curve, which is a clearly show each load line calibration setting in a intuitive curve graph. The App Center, which is the Gigabyte App Center, is a useful portal. All Gigabyte MB utilities and drivers. You can choose any utility you want to install from App Center and keep updated with the latest utilities and drivers version. The Easy Tune, which is the Gigabyte Easy Tune, is a simple and easy to use interface that allows users to fine-tune their system settings or adjust system and memory clocks and voltages in a Windows environment. With Smart Quick Boost, one click is all it takes to automatically overclock your system, giving an added performance boost when you need at the most. The System Information Viewer, which is the Gigabyte System Information Viewer, is a central location that gives you access to your current system status, monitor components such as the clocks and processor, set your preferred fan speed profile, create alerts when temperatures get too high, or record your system's behavior, which means is these are the possibilities of the System Information Viewer. So that's it for the AORUS Z590 Pro AX motherboard. Thank you so much for watching. This is AMPo Tech, and I'll see you in the next video.